What did he make? The temple, the tabernacle actually.
Okay, so we are going to go outside and we have our bags and we're going to find different plants and flowers and we are going to examine them and see what patterns they have.
It's been a while that we were together and you guys are joining us. You are in the video this time. This is awesome. Hey, what we'll do is like we're going to stay up here for like maybe 10-15 minutes. We're going to have a mini lesson. Then we're going to do an outside activity and then we're going to do a lab downstairs in the basement. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right. Well, we will learn about God's patterns in nature today. Remember, we talked about patterns, but Noah and Maria weren't there. Maria, do you know what a pattern is?
Mm-hmm.
What is a pattern?
It's like this black, white, black, white, black, white.
Ah, black, white. Yes, it is something, a sequence or something that repeats itself all the time. One thing looks like another almost, right? Okay, what do you know about a pattern, lady?
A pattern, like you said, it repeats each other and it is the same just every single time. It doesn't change.
Very good. Well, there may be some changes, but you can still see a repetition. Can you look on the screen? Is that a pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Matthew, what do you think?
They're doing the same thing all over again.
Yeah, but is it exactly alike, Noah, or is it a little bit different?
A little bit different.
Noah? Look at the shapes on the TV.
Those look like diamonds.
They look like diamonds, right? They have a diamond shape, but one of them, they are smaller and bigger, so not all of them is exactly alike, right? So there are some differences, but we can see all of them are diamond shapes. Very good. So we are going to learn about God's patterns in nature, okay? So, if I were to tell you what a pattern is, and that might be a little bit hard to understand, but I just want you to try. A pattern is something regular that happens regularly in the world where we live, what we see, what we touch, okay? In human design, what is human design? What can be human design? Designing, humans designing. What do humans design? Yeah.
Like how they designed your dress.
Bravo, bravissimo. In arts, dresses, what humans make, okay? So when humans make something, a lot of things they make in a pattern. We have patterns in our world. We have humans create patterns. And now this is really hard, Noah. Ideas can have patterns too. Can you touch an idea?
No.
No, right? So, what do you have to do with an idea? Can you look at an idea?
No.
Not really, right? An idea itself, no. So you have to think about an idea, okay? So sometimes we think about things in patterns also. That's kind of hard to understand, but we will explore that a little bit more. Alrighty, so on to the next slide, and we have a Bible verse. Who is a good reader? I know most of you are. Go ahead.
Who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of God when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern. Shoot 2-3 in the mount.
To thee in the mount. Okay, very good. Now that sounds very difficult, but I'm going to tell you what it means. So don't be afraid when it sounds difficult. Okay, we can think about it. Okay, God said to Moses, see, watch out, that you make the tabernacle, just like I showed you in the pattern when you were talking to me. So God had a pattern for Moses to make the meeting place for the people. This is what this verse is saying. God had a pattern, an idea, something about the meeting place for the people, the church of the people. Okay, and he wanted Moses to make the tabernacle, the house of God, according to the pattern. I'm going to show you a few pictures. So this was the house of God for the Israelites, for the people that Moses was leading. Do you know about Moses, Noah? Have you heard about Moses? Right? He was.
Yeah.
Who was he? He was an important leader in the Bible, right? He was the leader of the Israelites. Okay? You're still sleepy. So, and this was the house of God. That's what it looked like. It was a tent. And God told Moses, make it after the pattern that I showed you were in the mountain. Now look at this, look at the picture really good. See that there is an outer like fence with curtains, and then there is a courtyard in the middle, and then there is another construction in the center. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now, who knows about King Solomon? King Solomon was a king of Israel, okay? So he took that pattern and made the tent into a building of stones. And it's the same thing. It has an outer enclosure, but this time it's not curtains, it's a wall. And then it has a courtyard in the center and another building which is called the Holy of Holies. And this is the house of God. All right? And God says, make it after the pattern. Now, what's the question, Maria? You want to read this?
What might the type in heaven look like?
Yeah, what do you think the temple in heaven looks like if it was a pattern? Do you think there is a temple or a place for the people of God in heaven? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to leave that up to for you to think about, okay? But today we are going to look at patterns in nature. All right, I have a book over here, and we are looking at some pictures from trees, leaves, flowers, and seeds from the Smithsonian Museum. It shows a couple of leaves and pattern that show plants. All right, over here, look at this. We have plants with patterns. You guys can come closer and look at it.
I know this.
Okay, it is called
A butterfly, a lighter, it has lighter patches that cannot make energy from the sunlight, slowing the growth of this plant.
Okay, so this is called a butterfly plant. I don't even know how to say this one. Now it has, the leaves have a pattern, right? What is the pattern? What do you see, Noah? Look, can you describe it? What color is it?
Both of this is a pattern and that's a pattern.
Okay, which one would you like to talk about? This one or that one? This one, the dahlia? Okay, what do you see there?
Pink and white.
So it has a pattern of colors, right? Where's the pink?
Right here.
On the edges of the plant, of the petals, right? And the white is more in the center. All right, Maria, would you want to pick a plant and talk about the pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which one? All right, this is called a prayer plant. Very interesting. I have never heard that before. Okay, but they have a prayer plant. What is the pattern? What do you see?
I see green and black because of green and black, green and black and green.
Okay, so there's like a net, right? Or a grid, and there are different shades of green, and it looks very regular. All right, Matthew, your turn.
Yes.
Okay, talk about it.
I noticed that there's a pattern that's white, green, and then white, and then it goes on with all of the leaves.
Awesome. And Milady, what about you?
The angel wings. It looks like it has a mix of white and green, but on the inside it's like a sort of pinkish color with white.
All right. Awesome. So you can also look at this beautiful image. What is it showing? What do you think it is? Good.
It looks like a close-up to a sunflower.
Yeah, you guys are right. It's like the center of a sunflower, right? Yes.
I know how it's a sunflower because there's yellow tattoos.
Okay, we have yellow petals right here, and in the center, I think those are florets, or to me it looks. All right, and they are arranged in patterns also. In different patterns, you can look, they're swirling from the center, all right, and they make the same shapes like this. Do you see it? And then if you look at it from the other point of view, they swirl this way. It's just really amazing. Okay, so nature, our world has many patterns in nature. So sure, I would like for you guys, we are going to watch a video. And the link of it is in the description below. It shows us an activity that we can do to find patterns in nature. So we will watch it now. You can watch it on your own. Just click on the link below, and then we'll come back and we'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go outside, okay? And let's go downstairs orderly. And you can put on your shoes. No, put on your shoes. Here are some bags where you can collect your samples.
Why we're looking for plants because we're gonna find them and then go to the basement and then draw. Okay, so we are going to go outside and we have our bags and we're going to find different plants and flowers and we are going to examine them and see what patterns they have.